Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Let's continue. So look at the behavioral principles. Managers of responsibility center should have direct input into the process of establishing budget goals. So for that particular responsibility center, the manager should have the direct input. And then evaluation of performance should be based entirely on methods that are controllable. Again, the keyword is controllable. So if you have control then of that particular item or that particular division, then you will be responsible for that, and you should be when you evaluate, your performance are being evaluated, so that evaluation should be based on the item that are controllable by that particular manager. And then top management should support evaluation process, and then evaluation process must allow managers to respond to their evaluation. So the managers should be able to respond throughout the evaluation process, and then you should identify the good and the poor performance both. Okay, you should reward for the good performance, and then you should provide constructive comments for any poor performance. So that is basically about the behavioral principles. And about the reporting principles, when you report, contain only data that are controllable. Again, data that you provide should be the keyword, or the key things that you need to look into is the controllable for that particular responsibility center, so that you can provide accurate and reliable budget data to measure the performance. And then if there were to be any differences between the actual and the budgeted results, then you highlight the significant differences, and then it should be tailor made for the intended evaluation, so that you can ensure that the controllable costs are all included, and then provide a reasonable time interval. So as for the responsibility reporting system, preparation of a report for each level of responsibility in the company's organization chart, you begin with the lowest level of responsibility and then move upwards. Okay, and then you permit management by exception at each level of responsibility, and each higher level can obtain detailed report from for each of the lower levels. So this one you can see from here. For example, you start from the lower level. This one, department manager sees controllable cost of his or her department, and then it moves upwards to the next level, and then plant manager, and then sees the summary of controllable cost for each department in that particular plant, and then it moves up to here. So the vice president sees the summary, and then only the president sees the summary. So you can see here each higher level can obtain the detailed report for each lower level. Okay, so it begins with the lowest level of responsibility, and then it moves upwards. So you start from here, and then it moves up, but at the top level, you can see what happens here at the lower level. Okay, so if you were to see from the figures, you can see here, this one is the report at report A, this one is report B, this one is so from, if you are at the report B, you can see what happens at the report at the C level, and so on. Okay, so you don't need to know how to prepare all these things. It's basically what we are highlighting here is about the responsibility reporting system. It's basically you start from here, and then it moves up here, and then if you are at this level, then you are able to see the detail of the lower level. Okay, so that corrective actions can be taken. So if you see here, for the responsibility reporting system, it permits comparative evaluation, and then plant manager can rank each department's managers' effectiveness in controlling the cost, and then comparative rankings provide incentive for managers to control the cost. So this one is basically when you have this responsibility reporting system, is more on the effectiveness. It look at the comparison, the evaluation, so that you can make further improvement. Okay, so hopefully you have a better understanding on the responsibility accounting. So with that, I thank you.